Hi, my name is Sandy, and I wanted to make a few common sense points. Since it seems several Canadians here, and perhaps people all over the world, have gone a little crazy, in my opinion, with the royal visit from William and Kate in the last 5 days. I like to watch the news at 11, and in our national news, it's just taken up far too much time. On one hand, it is pleasant, I guess that's a good word, to see news that isn't negative and horrible and disastrous. I'll give it that. But there certainly wasn't a lot of coverage. And it's distressing to me that we are so fascinated and, in fact, kind of possessed with their celebrity status, right? So that's what it is. And perhaps because they're good looking. I think that's probably another reason. So we place these people up on high, and well, there's just so much time on my national newscast about, and then I was at work, and I'm a nanny, and these women had on this channel, and they were talking away about Kate's fascinator. Like, I didn't even know what a fascinator was until recently, to tell you the truth. But anyway, it's a little funny hat. So what fascinator she was wearing that day. And, on one nightly news show, they were talking about there was a royal correspondent. There's a royal correspondent. I didn't know that, to Canada. And she's talking about how sweet Kate was, and that, William was so taken back by this applause that went on and on and on for him, and he began to blush. And she reached over and patted his knee. Okay, like, this is just crazy, the details. It's insane. Okay, so, I don't know. Am I the only one? Am I crazy? I just think it's sad and pathetic. Sorry. And I'll tell you why. It's all quite lovely and sweet, and it's not negative. The problem I have, where it becomes, in fact, disastrous, is that lots of people don't have any money today. And lots of children, thousands, I think about 25,000 children, will die of starvation today, yesterday, and tomorrow. So, to put it in a perspective, to use one's empathy, and I'm not trying to be condescending here. If your child, your mother, your spouse, your girlfriend, your boyfriend, someone that you really feel strongly for, and they mean so much to you, and you would protect them. And if they didn't have enough today to eat, or they were harmed, one would do everything they can to look after them, feed them, clothe them, get them to a hospital if they needed, but to take care of them. Because we love them. We want to be with them. We want them to be well. We don't feel well unless they're well. And so the common sense point is, why are we placing our attention, our efforts, our money to prop these people up? They're not more than or less than us. They're equal to us. So whether it's William and Kate or someone else, Brad Pitt and his wife, whatever. Why are we placing people up there and giving them so much money, or allowing them to have so much money? Why is this okay with us? It's not okay with me. I think it's appalling, and it should stop. It doesn't. How does it serve the body of people on this planet Earth? How does it serve us? It's kind of pleasant, I guess. Kind of pleasant and fun. It doesn't serve any purpose, though. And my common sense point number 2 is, Why are we letting our governments pour millions and billions of dollars into making weapons every year? I did notice the end of the space shuttle missions, and the last shuttle launch was yesterday, in which, I applaud. I think that's good. Let's fix what's here first before we go out there exploring space. Let's fix what's here. And why are we? So we're not going to pour millions more into that in the United States. They're not anyway, for now. But why are we accepting and allowing our governments to put millions and billions of dollars into making more weapons? And then we have these weapons, they're placed all over the world. It's a very dangerous situation. They could be used any day. That could still happen. So why are we accepting and allowing this? Why don't we speak up? That's the only way it will change. It isn't just going to change. Because money is power and God here, right? Money's the boss. So why don't we stand up and use some common sense? Common sense says to me these weapons are made to destroy another life. And has it worked so far? It hasn't worked so far. There's wars going on all over the place. And if there's no war, there's violence. The wars have not worked. There is no peace in this world. There is no peace. So on and on and on it goes. So I'm sure lots of people have lots of arguments for me. I'm not a stick in the mud at all. But I feel a little frustrated often. And I feel like, I, for years, kept my mouth shut. Because if I spoke up, it wasn't popular what I was saying, and I would get shot down. So I would believe them. I was stupid. I was a pain in the ass. I was this and that. And when I happened upon Desteni, by watching one of the vlogs, I found a body of people who kind of spoke the same language I did. And that's the language of common sense. And we have a term called practivism. And that's taking practical steps to make changes in our world so that each one can live with enough to have a meaningful, dignified, enjoyable life. One where you're free to express yourself. So it's a democracy in which we would establish an equal money system, and doing what's best for all. And in that decision, each of us has to stand up and make this change and make the decision. So please investigate Desteni. I'm taking the Desteni I Process course, and it's fascinating. And I'm learning a lot about myself and my world and what I am and who I am. And so please investigate Desteni and the Desteni I Process.